Pope Francis has been laid to rest at the Basilica of St. Mary Major in Rome, in a simple underground tomb with just his papal name, Franciscus. His funeral on Saturday attracted as many as 250,000 people, rich and poor alike, who came to pay their respects.
Siamo partiti questa mattina per poter assistere al funerale di Francesco, del Papa Francesco, e abbiamo portato i disegni dei nostri bambini che non sono venuti e che avevano piacere in qualche modo di essere presenti, perché comunque lo hanno sempre seguito, comunque in casa lo conoscono come amico, come anche un nonno che si ascolta.
Cardinal Giovanni Battista Re, who eulogized Pope Francis, memorialized him as a pope among the people, with an open heart towards everyone. After the funeral mass on St. Peter's Square, the Pope's coffin was moved to the Basilica of St. Mary Major for a private burial. Despite the attendance of presidents and princes, it was prisoners, transgender people, migrants, and the poor who welcomed his body into the church towards his final resting place. The Pope hoped the ceremony would reflect the priorities of his papacy, where he aimed to emphasize his role as a mere priest rather than a powerful religious leader.
US President Donald Trump and his Ukrainian counterpart Volodymyr Zelensky met on Saturday before the funeral service for Pope Francis, with Trump later expressing doubt about Russian President Vladimir Putin's plan to end the war. The Trump-Zelensky conversation on the sidelines of the Pope's funeral was the first face-to-face encounter between the two leaders since they argued during a heated Oval Office meeting at the White House in February. Zelensky called it a very symbolic meeting that has the potential to become historic if joint results are achieved. The direct impromptu meeting of the two leaders strongly contrasted with the public snipes of the last few days, raising hopes for an end to Russia's war on Ukraine. However, as Trump departed the Pope's funeral, the US president on social media expressed new skepticism that a peace deal can be reached soon. Trump said in a post that there was no reason for Putin to be shooting missiles into civilian areas, cities and towns over the last few days. Russia has ramped up its assaults on Ukraine in recent days, with the last attacks on Kyiv killing at least 12 people.
At least 4 people have been killed and 516 have been injured in a massive explosion in southern Iran on Saturday, Iranian state-run media reported. The blast happened at Shahid Rajeh port outside the city of Bandar Abbas. According to local media, the explosion affected offices belonging to the port, and its intensity caused tremors felt in nearby cities. There were also reports of shattered glass several kilometers away. The Director General of Crisis Management in Hormuzgan province said the cause of the explosion is currently unknown. The Iranian port for container shipments handles some 72.5 million metric tons of goods a year.
Russia's top general said in a meeting with President Vladimir Putin that all Ukrainian troops have been forced from Russia's Kursk region, parts of which Moscow lost control over to a surprise Ukrainian incursion. Ukrainian officials, however, said the fighting was still continuing. Ukraine's general staff said Ukrainian troops continue to hold positions and inflict fire damage in the region. Russia also confirmed that North Korean soldiers had fought alongside the Russians against Ukrainian troops in Kursk, the first direct admission of their presence. Meanwhile, Russian attacks continued across Ukraine overnight into Saturday, killing at least 3 people, according to local officials. 2 people died in Ukraine's eastern Donetsk region and another in the Dnipropetrovsk region. Several people, including an 11-year-old girl, were injured in the attack.